quickly start with the Senate case. I'm not happy with what I saw yesterday. It just confirmed that the Senate is a rubber stamp. And Dr. Abati, for those that were challenging you, I'm sure their disgrace is obvious now on national TV. The presidency had to transmit the letter to the Senate. For those that were speaking all sorts of English, so you win the point of this, and I'm sure they are terribly disgraced. All the, what do you call them, ambulance lawyers, and all sorts of social commentators. I'm not happy with what I see in the Senate. It's obvious the Senate is a rubber stamp. Irrespective of the fact that I support that decision by President Tinubu to be able to safeguard Benin because of the proximity to Nigeria. But it was also supposed to be up for a robust debate. There must be dissenting voices, and that's why you see, it's now obvious. The reason why we didn't invade Niger, because there are cultural ties with people in the north. Because you see, once we started this invasion of Benin, when you have another skirmish, why don't you met out the same treatment? But because people protested in the north, they said it's a no-go area. This same Senate rejected it. That time, they opened it up for a debate. But this one, the dissenting voices, they said no to it. See the way Seraki Dixon was shot down. It's a matter of national importance. We are sending our troops abroad. We are doing something that affects our sovereignty as a nation. That we also have repercussions of our sovereignty. And they just brushed this aside. So it speaks volumes about the trend we are increasingly seeing in this country, where the Senate has become rubber stamp. And please, this idea of a voice vote is inimical to democracy. It's not going to cost us anything. These guys earn billions. They bring billions to the Senate. Their budget's worth over $1 billion. They should buy an electronic voting system so that we know who voted in favor of what. How can we have an entire Senate of a country as big as Nigeria and we don't even have the voting record of senators? Because this Senate, the way it is, does not give voices to dissenting voices. So it's not just a sweeping thing. And you know, when some people want it, they get it. When some people don't want it, they don't get it. And for the ECOWAS person speaking English, as far as I'm concerned, what does the Hausa people call it? Is it Turuwanji or something? You know, when you are speaking very fine English. Turinchi. Speaking English. They're telling people that West African continent, West Africa is inundated with lots of coups. We need to declare this. Which yes state of emergency? Where you have Yahoo boys as leaders in African country. What did he tell? What did he say to Talon when Talon started being high-handed in Benin? What has he said to Alisa Ouattara? What has he said to leaders that rig election? What has he said to Furo Yadema that has followed in his father's footsteps, Nasingbe, to set up something called a Council of Ministers, which is the president? Yeah, he now puts a puppet president there. And 80-something-year-old man for that matter. If you check who is the president of Togo now, you see a certain Tovi, 80-something-year-old man. But the main person that has the power is Furo Yadema. So when all of these leaders are doing all of these things, they don't know that it's going to bring about a blowback. And this Toure is speaking Turinji, telling us English, lecturing us on the tenets of democracy. Go and lecture the Yahoo boys that are leaders on the African continent. The tenets of democracy, they should do things right. If they do things right, we will not have the enabling environment for all these coups. I don't support coups. But the leaders too must act right. Thirdly, you said Fubara said nobody supported him.
No, he said he just a thank you to the president. Like he wouldn't have been, he would have been a former governor.
I think he also said nobody.
Okay, I'm not sure about that. About him saying that.
Does Fubara have amnesia? Did he forget that PDP governors went to court to challenge the impeachment, the state of emergency? Did he forget? Did he forget that the judiciary held on to that case? They didn't listen to it. It was after the state of emergency elapsed that the judiciary brought that case out. Did he forget? So what is it that the PDP didn't help? Didn't they go to court? Did he forget? Fubara is just like any other Nigerian politician. You see, Fubara reminds me of that your sister in Lagos State.
I know my sisters.
No, your sister, the speaker at the point in Lagos State.
They once had the surname Thompson. I'm not sure about.
No, the one you were supporting now that Obasa must not come back. Obasa must not come back. That you were saying she should be there, first female speaker. Fuba just reminded me of her that after they removed her, what did she say? Oreni. She was not thanking the people that removed her. You see, there is no integrity in political sphere in Nigeria. But what do you expect? Wasn't EFC chasing Fubara before he became governor? So what do you expect? I'm asking you. He went to thank his oppressor now. Abi?
He said he helped him, that he would have been ex-governor, but for the help of
It's better he's ex-governor with dignity than to go back and thank the same oppressor. Fubara has amnesia, selective amnesia. He forgets the first deal that President Tinubu brought forward to the table, Primo tell him to cede power. It was people like us that were speaking on TV saying, no agree. Before he had sense then. Is it not the same deal President Tinubu implemented by giving him a state of emergency, stripping him of his powers, allowing that same house to run against him? I mean, we thought he had spine before now. But they used what they were going to use. The judiciary ruled against him. That's why he was caught out. Did the same Fubara organize another political party? What's the name of that political party? Do local government elections that the court cancelled? So and I kept on saying it, that we're not speaking for Fubara, we're speaking for the seats of the governor. Because President Tinubu that declared that state of emergency, that aberration, nobody could have done that to him in Lagos. Just like his wife that went to tell Governor Jackson Adeleke to keep quiet off the mic, disrespected the governor in his town. Nobody could have done that to Tinubu as governor of Lagos. He will never accept such a thing. And that's why the early 2000s in this country, everybody was shouting Tinubu, Tinubu, because he stood tall as a great opposition against Olusegun Obasanjo. And that's what people wanted. But today, he's stifling any of such voices. So Fubara has gone to meet people that oppressed him. Maybe we shout, we spoke, we shouted. State of emergency. He got out of it. After they stripped him for 6 months, they said they used to recalibrate things. So he has gone to join the APC now. Will that guarantee him a second term? Only time will tell. Maybe the lawmakers to have joined the APC. The same people that were against him are the ones now that are now paddy with him after they have destroyed him to a state. The last point, as regards Mr. Jackson, it just shows the disintegration of the PDP. And I think what a lot of governors are thinking, despite the fact that PDP says he's put his hands in order, is that they are not sure and they are not certain of what the court will rule, because this is their fight between two factions. We still reach the Supreme Court, and this convention they did. It's because people are not certain. So Jackson wants to quickly go to accord. But will he be able to use accord to do a second time, or will he dance Michael Jackson with accord?
That's Governor Demola.
Yes. Okay. Will he dance Michael Jackson? Because he named Jackson because he likes to dance Michael Jackson. Put Michael Jackson in his name. And I think maybe he lives somewhere called Jackson, Florida. I don't know. Maybe my brain is just touching. So, truth has to be said. It's only time that will tell. But a lot of people have also said, maybe because they didn't see a space in the APC. But let's see how the political dynamics play out. At least for the very first time, we saw Accord gaining somebody.